Alright guys, just a quick update from me. The strap has been cut out. It has also been drawn. Got all my measurements and stuff here. Got the holes cut. The holes are a little wonky because the strap is very worn out. So I cut some of the holes a little extra big just to make sure that they would fit. A little bit of water here, so I started edging it. But my Dremel died, so we had to charge it up. But yeah, got the holes for the tip and stuff cut. I'm going to take it downstairs and get the tooling and stuff set up, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so the tooling is finished now. As you can see, I got my little shader tool here. That's based off of the Reggie Parks version. I know a lot of other reloaders don't use this type, but every picture that I could find of one that he did had this sort of tooling here, so that's what I went with. Of course, you got the real nice camouflage tooling, and then the shader there for the line all the way around, and then of course, and this was the same way too, so I don't know. I figured that this would actually be scooted over just a small bit, but yeah, again, every picture that I found of a belt that he did, this was right next to each other, with just separated by a very thin piece of leather. So, and of course we're going back to that same tooling style here. So yeah, next step will be painting, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so the painting is done now. Just kind of going over all the small details with you here. Went ahead and put my little camouflage stamp tooling there. I don't actually have an official tool yet to signature these, but that is quite alright. But yeah, the black took really well to the strap, and it looks really good. So I'm going to go over a few spots where I see like the gloss hasn't quite taken yet. But yeah, it's pretty much good to go. I'm going to put some snaps on it, put some backing on it, and then yeah, we'll be back. Alright guys, we're back with the final stage of this strap. Everything is now done. The gloss has been put on there. Snaps have been set on both ends. Tooling, of course, is more of the Reggie Parks J-Mar style. So, got the logo plate. Then, of course, the backing. Got the snaps on this end over here. And then the covered snaps over here on this end. So, that is everything. The edge has been sealed. Everything has been glued on really nice and neat. There's a little bit of creasing where I've had to constantly flip this thing to do snaps and everything else, and snap it together and unsnap it to kind of break up, because these things are really hard. Whenever you first set snaps, for whatever reason, they're extremely hard to clasp and unclasp, so I like to do it 2 or 3 times just to make it a little bit easier. But yeah, everything is good to go. There's gloss set where there needs to be gloss. Of course, there's some spots around where the plates are that I just don't do. I mean, they're painted and they're sealed, but as far as like the gloss goes, I usually just cover the high spots as to where the plates will be. So, but yeah, everything is nice and neat and finished. I've actually got a tip here. The tip is mine, but just for show for a minute, just to show you guys a finished product here. Got the tip on the edge, so that's going to look really nice once plates and stuff are set on it. Of course, it's pretty floppy. With this one not having any plates on it, it's kind of hard to like show how flexible it is, but I mean, it's not too bad. I got the tip on this end, so it'll be a little bit easier to flip and fold. But yeah, so everything's still TV accurate, even though the screws will show on the plates. And of course, the screws or the holes on this side are a little weird. Some of them are a little bit oblong, and like you can see, like fresh leather through there. The strap for this was absolutely awful. So, and a lot of these holes you actually, if you can tell, like this one here, if you stretch the, see this, so I wasn't 100% sure about hole placement. I measured everything off and sort of hit the high spots to make sure that no matter what, he would be set up to just basically set his plates with maybe just a little bit of hole stretching, and they would be fine. Where I didn't have like a brand new replica strap to base this off of, it was a little difficult. Everything more or less was my doing. Measurements for snap boxes and things like that were all mine. Measurements for this was the logo plate was all mine as well, because there isn't any on here. So just based it on where the logo plate sat, and of course that's the idea of tooling. Barely breaking the face of whatever material this is made out of. And of course you can see the really deep tooling here. So, and of course the sealed edges. So, yeah. Everything should be good to go. I'm going to box it up and get it ready to head overseas to London, I'm pretty sure. So, thank you guys for watching the whole series. I know that this was just a bunch of jumbled short segments of stuff put together, but I just kind of wanted to show sort of like a before and after, and then more or less the process, because I know I show a lot of finished products, but as far as like videoing, the process is not exactly something I do very often. But yeah, this thing's just I can't wait to ship it back. It's sad, but yeah, this is a much better product. If you would like to order a send out strap, which is what I call these, you can message me on here, you can message me on Instagram, or you can go straight to my Etsy page. All links to that stuff will be in the description below. And I do also like regular TV style straps as well, with the plates on the strap that I make, and then of course the backing covers the screws. But that costs a little extra, plus you have to send like the whole belt to me, so that, you know, shipping on your end's a little bit more too, as opposed to just sending me your replica strap for me to convert into a nice new actual leather piece. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.